conversation. Someday we'll have our last conversation and drink our last cup of coffee. Someday we might be 80 and think about the different things we used to say. All those memories of you will just become a ghost of a smile caught in the wind. Someday it'll be the last day. One day it could be over. The moon could seem so far away, despite all the adventures that we promised we'd go on again and again. All the memories of you and all the stories we were a part of, lost in the wind. Someday it'll be the last day. I won't forget how it feels to be loved, to be remembered by someone as special as you. Someday I will drink the last cup of coffee with a smile. I won't forget how it feels to be loved, to be remembered by someone as special as you. Someday I will drink the last cup of coffee with a smile.
Well, I hope you all liked that. Hello, hello, hello to all of my lovely disciples. Hello, White Star. Hello, Oncey. Hello, Karina. Hello, Rena. Hello, Calm Mom. Am I missing anyone? If I am, I do apologize. Thank you all for coming. Anyone else who may or may not be here yet? Oh, it's so bad and my vision shakes when I cough. Oh no. And hello, Raven. Welcome on in. On break with poor Wi-Fi. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm lying in a coffin today. 'Cause I'm dying. Happy birthday. Yay. But yes. Yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. So that song that just played, Last Cup of Coffee, the cover is out. It is out on Spotify, iTunes, all of that good stuff. So if you want to get it on any platform, go get it. It's there. iHeartRadio, all that stuff, I think. Yeah. So, sense of rebirth coming? Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Dying, going away forever. It's true. It's true. We're having our last cup of coffee. Oh man, how are you all today? How are you all today? Oh, I hope you're well. I'm doing pretty darn good. Had plenty of coffee, got a bunch of stuff done. I got more stuff to do after this. I gotta record some stuff for people, you know, from the grave. I don't know how I'm gonna manage that, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. It's gonna be fine. No, you are not, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Guess we'll find out. But yeah, thought we'd sit around a little bit, yap a little bit, have a good time. I got the next few days off. I'm back to work on Thursday. Which, okay, I was gonna take Thursday and Friday off as well, but they had them as blackout days, right? So I was like, oh, okay, fine, whatever, I'll come back on Thursday, right? Well, turns out the reason why we were gonna have a blackout day on Thursday went away. So I'm a little peeved because I could have had an extra day off. So, but whatever. Not mad. Not mad at all. No, sorry. Not me. Not mad at all. That sucks. Yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. I plan on taking more time off later in the year. I gotta put in for some more time off, but I don't know when I want to do it. I'm thinking September, maybe October. Actually, October would be good. I could do like a spooky week leading up to Halloween. That could be good. I'd like that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll take off some time in October and do a spooky week. That'd be fun. But yeah. Oh, I am excited though. My boss, we were having a conversation, or like the general manager, because I got done investigating something for him. So we were talking a bit, and he was like, oh, what are you gonna do on your vacation? I'm like, you going anywhere? I'm like, hell no, I'm staying home. The only thing I'm leaving the house for is food and or beer. And he was like, you know what? That sounds like a great vacation. You enjoy that. So he was, yeah. Staycation. Yeah, we love our staycations. Yes, yes. Yes, we love the staycations. Yeah, I'm planning on streaming a lot for you guys, but also taking some time. You comfortable at least? I am very comfortable. Thank you for the coffin, Sensory. Sensory made this coffin for me. And hello, Crystal. Welcome on in. This coffin is courtesy of Sensory. She's a fantastic artist. Commission's currently open, by the way. If you're looking for something. Oh, have a good rest of your shift, Raven. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. So that's why this coffin looks so high quality? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, go commission Sensory for more art. Because her commissions are open, and she's quick too. Anytime I need something from her, very quick turnaround. Professional work, always. Beautiful coffin. Indeed. Oh, speaking of artwork, the Last Cup of Coffee cover also has art. Let me... Whoa! That's very large. That's what she said. This wonderful art for the Last Cup of Coffee cover is by Neko Taco. I've gotten a few pieces of art from them. I'm pretty happy with this one. I'm pretty happy with all my art from them. That's why I keep going back to them. They also have open commissions if you're interested in their art style. So, which by the way, go listen to the song after stream. I need people to start streaming my music. That's gorgeous, right? Yeah. Yeah, which reminds me, I have some other covers that I need to get stuff for. Also, I figured out how to do traditional songs through TuneCore. So the Leave Her Johnny cover is gonna go live on Spotify and whatnot. I just have to like lie. I have to lie, basically. And just be like, yeah, this is 100% my song. Uh-huh. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, they don't like it when you put traditional as the person, as like the original artist, for whatever reason. I have no idea why. You're gonna post that art in Discord? Yeah, I will. I'll probably do a whole big ol' post of all of the art that I have commissioned for this character, including a couple pieces that never got used. I think there is one piece that ended up never being used for anything. I had intentions to use it, but then nah. And I might still use it for a thing and just be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Aku becoming liar is moonlighting confirmed. Moonlighting as a liar? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Only, look. Sometimes you gotta live, laugh, love. All right? Other times, you need to live, laugh, and lie. That's just how it is. Still think this art is cool. It's very nice. Very nice. But yeah, I'll probably share all the art. And I got some other things to show you guys later, but that's for later. That's for later. I also have some more art on the way, and new emotes on the way as well, but those, no timeline on them. Sometime within the next, like, few months, apparently. Wasn't told at least a few white lies in their life. Or gray lies, or black lies, or red lies. You know, black lives matter too. I'm sorry. That was very inappropriate. I'm sorry. That was very inappropriate. So you're officially a vampire boyfriend? I'm still a Nephilim. I just, you know, moonlight as a vampire now and again. Oh, man. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's enough of that. By the time that those emotes release, we're all gonna forget about it. Yeah! It'll be great. And it was after I got you all a bunch of emotes in the Discord, through the, what's it called? Emote Lab. Bless Emote Lab. Emote Lab is amazing. Goofball. Me? A ball of goof? Nah, couldn't be. Couldn't be. Nah. Speaking of potentially goofy things, I accidentally ordered 2 iPhones. So I wanted access to an app that is only available on iPhone, called iFacial Mocap, and I got an iPhone. Unfortunately, I also accidentally ordered second iPhone, so now I have 2 and I need to return one. I'm smart. Big smart. Very smart. Yup, that's me. That's me. 2 iPhones. Yeah, one of them has not been on package, but I know what it is, and I just need to send it back. He's a Nephilim that was corrupted by a vampire that functions on a similar like their calendar, except it functions nightly rather than monthly. No. That is not at all. Not at all canon. Not canon. Not canon. Oh, no. That's silly. Don't be silly. Sorry. There we go. Someone's harassing me on my birthday of all times. How dare they? How dare they? Don't they know I am the birthday boy? Don't they know that I am the birthday boy? How dare they? How dare they? Very rude. Very rude. They didn't even bother to show up to my stream. Rip Unk hardly knew him. Hey, Shacho, how you doing? How's it going, Unk? Must be difficult typing while laying in a coffin. I'm just typing with my mind. With my mind powers. Oh, yes, very difficult. Very difficult indeed. It's very tragically difficult. Hey, legends aren't canon either. They start out as a real event and they get a bunch of stuff tacked on over time. That's the Akushi legend. How you became your Nephilim and a vampire. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My lore is being twisted and ripped out of my hands. I can't believe it. I can't believe you've done this to me. Very sad. Very sad. Bit of a stretch. Oh my goodness. I think something I'm gonna do over the weekend is I'm just gonna like lay directly on the floor and just snap my back into a million pieces. It's weird seeing your full model instead of just your head. Yeah, normally I don't really use the full model much. I'm gonna be real. Everybody gets full models. I did. I'm guilty of it. Nobody uses their full model like 90% of the time. There's like a handful of streamers who use their full model on the regular. Yeah, most people could do with a half model and be more than fine. Yes. Sir, you are completely ignoring Twitch chat, which is mostly just me. Is Twitch chat not showing up? Oh. It's not. Oh my god. It broke. That would be why. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning something, Artemis. Welcome on in. It should be working now. I didn't have it open. There we go. Now it's working. And hello, Eilish McElpring and Artie. Hello, hello, hello. Twitch chat is now functioning and on the screen and in my dashboard. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by to say that it was broken. Otherwise, I would have never known. I'm organized and definitely double checked literally every single thing before starting a stream. Definitely. I'm great at this. Can Nephilim die? Yeah. Of course they can. Obviously. Hey, JK. Thanks. Sensory made it for me. She has commissions open, by the way. Sensory VA Audios. Go check her out. She's also got great audios, if you're into roleplay audios. I think I don't know what Nephilim are. So, alright. I am not a true Nephilim. I am an artificial Nephilim. So, what I'm about to talk about doesn't really apply to me. Nephilim are basically the children of angels and humans. They are... The lore on them is a little hazy, but basically, demigods? Pardon Aku, he misplaced his brain's wrinkles today. My brain is so smooth. I have the smoothest brain. Your brain, ugly and wrinkly. My brain, pretty pink and smooth. So Azamar. Yeah, Azamar are like... Yeah, I mean, it's the same concept. I think Azamar are like the D&D version of Nephilim. But yeah, the whole problem with the Nephilim and why they got wiped out by a god is that because angels and humans weren't supposed to mix, you weren't supposed to get like angel power along with free will. Like, that's not allowed, and it caused a lot of problems. So yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that. There we go. But yeah, the whole idea is that, you know, they come from divinity, but they inherently turn towards evil because they literally can't help themselves. Oh, I remember where I know Nephilim. Ancient Aliens did a ton on it. I believe it. Goddamn Ancient Aliens. Oh my god. Ancient Alien. What? Oh. Okay. You have activated ancient lore. So, after my parents divorced, I went to go live with my mom. She dated around a bit. And one guy she dated, who it became pretty serious, both families moved in together. It was a whole thing. But she was dating this guy, and he unironically watched and believed Ancient Aliens. Like, he genuinely believed the things that they were saying. It was not entertainment to him. That was fact. just sit with that for a moment. I had to live with this man. And I had to get along with him. He was a nice guy, to be fair. He just was kooky. And I didn't really ever have to call him out on it because his kids constantly called him out on it and him being an idiot. She dated around, yeah, with me. Let me tell you, definitely you did not want to. Never heard of ancient aliens, so honestly that doesn't mean much to me. It's just all pseudoscience. Like, oh yeah, the human beings couldn't have possibly built the pyramids, so it must have been aliens, that type of thing. Ancient aliens and shit like that are just thinly veiled racism. I'm gonna be real. Anybody who unironically believes that we did not accomplish things like building the pyramids and stuff like that, and it had to have been aliens, is just anti-human. They don't believe in the sheer power and persistence of the human spirit. They believe that humans are incapable and weak, and they are wrong. They are wrong. Every last one of them. Humans are amazing. Humans have created absolutely phenomenal structures across the world. They've done incredible feats of engineering and technology and all that stuff. Yeah. Because you didn't hear that aliens didn't build ancient Rome, but when Native Americans or Africans did that, humans couldn't do that shit. Yeah. That's a good thing to point out. I hadn't thought about it like that. I mean, there have been, like, some people have said that, like, things like the Sistine Chapel and stuff got alien assistance. They just, like, people ignore them more because, like, we have way better documentation on stuff like that. But yeah. Yes, Nephilims are also giant in the Bible. This is true. Very true. You know, I could believe that we've been quarantined. I do honestly. There's a theory that the reason why there's a theory that the reason why we haven't heard from anyone or seen signs of anyone is that we have been detected, right? Someone has figured out, oh hey, there's a primitive civilization here, and like they've just been like, all right, cool, so we won't go over there, we'll let them develop. And once they get to like X level of whatever, we'll contact them or whatever, you know. And it's just like they will never reach out to us, and they're so far away that we can't possibly detect them. There's a book that kind of implies Jesus is just a human who was raised on Mars. Weird. I forget the name of it, but there was a book I read where the whole premise of it is aliens show up and they're like, what do you mean you don't believe in a god? There's literally a god. And then the whole book is like them finding out that there is a god, and he's been trying to get like multiple species to get to the same point of evolution at the same time, so that he can like take their genetic material and and make a new one of him or it, really, because it's basically it's just a gigantic like star system sized creature that manipulated the beginning of the universe so that things could exist. It's an interesting book. But yeah, I don't remember what the book was. It's been forever. But like the alien, this god alien, right, is so sick and tired of these alien races giving up on life and digitizing themselves, that when he finally gets 3 of them like at around the same point of development, he literally goes and wraps himself around a supernova to prevent them from dying off. As a child, my theory was the universe was a badly thought out grad science experiment. Yeah, people, I've heard that one before. I've heard that one before. Yeah, there's lots of fun theories about like if there was a god, like what was the actual creation of the universe like? Because like we have the various creation myths, but like what actually happened, you know? Honestly, I see no reasons for aliens to come here. I can't stand humans myself. I don't think aliens could be any more tolerable. I mean, as far as we know, sentient life isn't very common. So, I mean, the reason to come here would be to study how we came to be. That's a pretty good reason. If sentient life is not very common, like, studying our planet would actually be pretty valuable. So, I don't know. Whoever they might be, they sure have a sense of humor. Yeah, something like that. I'm not too worried about it. What comes after, what came before, meh. Meh. I'm just living my life best I can. I think that's the important bit. God, that is. Yeah. I'm not too... Yeah. We can barely deal with other humans with different melanin percentages. Who the fuck thinks we'll deal well with aliens? I mean, most people think we won't. Like, having read much military sci-fi, there's a whole thing with the Warhammer 40k where it's just like, tolerate not the Xenos, you know? Yeah. Oh, yep. There's the Big Bang Theory as well. You know, all that. Aliens will be the things that unite us against them. Mm-hmm. There's actually, gosh, there's a series. It's a military sci-fi series where it's set like a couple hundred years in the future, where humanity started colonizing the stars, but they still haven't united. So like Earth is still actively in conflict, but like there's colony ships being sent out by like the Russians, the Chinese, and then like America and the EU united. And like it's pretty interesting. And then everything goes to shit because aliens start attacking like at the end of the first book and just wiping out colony after colony. And then like when the aliens are literally at Mars, it's like, okay, I guess we gotta work together now. You know, one of those things. Yeah. I'm back and I'm eating homemade pizza. Nice. That sounds awesome, Rena. Welcome back. My Big Bang theory is that Sheldon Cooper accidentally made the OG Big Bang. That fucking show. That fucking show. Simultaneously so good and so terrible. Just ugh. Love it and hate it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Bazinga! Sorry. Yeah. Big Bang is also a K-pop idol group. It is. I've listened to a couple of their songs. They're all right. You have Twitch? I do have Twitch. I'm even live on Twitch right now. And your chat will be on the screen because Twitch decided to stop being a baby about combined chats. So, yeah, we're going to have combined chats without me having to hide it. Yeah. Hey, The Big Bang Theory, most of the cast annoy me worse than anything. That's fair. Big Bang Theory was, I don't know. It was fine. Like, it definitely, like, just turned into a rom-com after a certain point, which I think was good for it. I think it needed to go in that direction and stop being just continuous nerd slander. You know what I mean? Yeah. People forget that the whole point of Raj in The Big Bang Theory is to be a constant I'm not gay joke. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's that, and then also he was like the stereotype of nerd who can't talk to women, right? But taken to the extreme, right? Because he literally could not speak around women. Like like the whole thing with The Big Bang Theory that made a lot of people upset is that each one of the characters was a stereotype taken to the extreme. Like people like Sheldon do exist, but they are very rare. And usually people don't tolerate their shit to the extent that the cast does. Usually they either have to kind of get their shit together, you know? Big Bang Theory? I mean, Big Bang Theory is it's a sitcom. It's what we call a sitcom over here. So, a situational comedy show. Basically, a group of characters is put into situations that create comedy. Wow. What a concept. But it's a good show. It's a good show. It definitely, like, became more of, like, a rom-com type deal in the later seasons. But, yeah. But it's good. I don't know. I understand why a lot of people like it. I couldn't watch it consistently, but like a half episode here and there is fine. I'm like that with a lot of shows though, where I'm like, I can tolerate it for like a half episode or for like a 5-minute clip, you know? Like I can't sit down and watch an episode of Family Guy or American Dad. I can watch like 5 minutes of like Family Guy or American Dad, and then I'm good for like 2 years. South Park, I can sit around and I can watch like an episode or two, and then I'm good for like a year. So you could tell I really like South Park in comparison to like American Dad or Family Guy or like what's it called, Big Bang Theory, you know? I can sit through like 2 full episodes. I just don't do well with comedies. Most of the sitcoms are just too silly. Yeah, it's also just like they frequently rely on cringe humor, like a lot. Not like a little bit, but like a lot. Yeah. If you want to find me on Twitch, easy way to find me on Twitch is just to go to akushiaudio.com, and all my links are there. You can also do !links in the chat, and the bot should give you some links to follow. My hatred of The Big Bang Theory is solely because the first time I asked for an autism evaluation, the doctor fully fucking told me, you can't be autistic, you don't act like Sheldon Cooper. Yep. Yeah, that's fair. Family Guy, American Dad, not for me. Put me in a situation like Extended Edition Lord of the Rings and I can marathon that like it's nothing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, Forest Dweller. Yes, I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm speaking to you from the coffin. Stupid thing is I do share a lot of his autistic traits. Yeah, I feel like that, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't like Big Bang Theory is because the just like sheer amount of damage that Sheldon Cooper did to the autistic community. Just devastating. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think I can't remember if it's a K-drama or if it's a Japanese drama, but it's one of the two. It's been so long, I honestly can't remember. Every time I come home, my wife pretends to be dead. It's very, very strange one. There's also one, it's a movie actually, and I know this one's Korean. The Handsome Man. Or the handsome suit. A guy finds like a suit that like makes him handsome and it consumes his life. It's very interesting. Very weird. He's a good representation of what happens when you have an autism boy mom. That's why I said there are people like Sheldon out there, but like most people are not that extreme. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Well, that said, I think it's about time. I think it's about time for me to say goodbye. Are you all ready? Are you ready to say goodbye forever, my lovely disciples? Why are coffins so comfortable? Dude, it's... the person laying in it doesn't need the back support anymore. That's a pretty spineless joke. Ha! Ah! All right. Yep, I'm kicking the bucket. I hope you're ready. I hope you are ready. You know what? Before we go, I shall sing you a song. How about that? Did you like that? Would you like a song? I can sing a song before I leave. Well, before I die. All right. We'll wait for the BGM to stop there. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that timing. All right. I'm going to sing from my chair because I don't feel like standing today. Or, well, I guess from my coffin. I'm singing lying down. I'm in a coffin. Yeah. Hold on. Let me mute for just a second. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company. And all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me.
and all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass, and drink of health whate'er befall. I'll gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell into my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all. A man may drink and not be drunk. A man may fight and not be slain. A man may court a pretty girl and perhaps be welcomed back again. But since it has so ought to be, by a time to rise and a time to fall, come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
What happened? Where am I?
You have arrived. Your existence has been of great interest.
Who are you? What is this place?
As of now, you are in between. Your fate is in flux. You have created faults where once there was perfection.
Well, I always was good at making things malfunction. Part of why I got good at fixing things.
We are aware of your bloodline curse.
My what?
Hope ceased in you. You became desperate. Others used this to their advantage. Liberties were taken. The blood of an angel, a fragment of divinity, now courses within you. Your malady and the evil of your transformation create conflict, faults within perfection.
The experiment, right. And don't think I've forgotten about this bloodline curse thing. I still want answers about that.
Knowledge is a privilege to be earned by the worthy. Judgment has yet to be passed.
And what am I being judged on? For taking one last desperate swing at life when all else failed? Or am I being judged on what was done to me, the full extent of which I did not know until after, mind you? So tell me, O great judge, what exactly are the criteria of my judgment.
Perseverance in the face of adversity, acknowledged. Survival against all odds, acknowledged. Perversion of divinity, recipient, but not enactor, acknowledged. What came after? Creature born of sin and science.
Creature born of sin and science, huh? I suppose that's as good a thing to call me as any. I don't remember much of the experiment. I remember standing in the ruins of the complex where they made me what I am now. I remember stumbling through the bitter cold until I collapsed. I woke up in a warm bed. A hermit living way out in the wilderness saved me. Strange guy, not one for people, but he saved me. The first human I encountered after I became whatever I am now, offered me an open hand instead of turning me away.
Your designation is Artificial Nephilim. It is imperfect.
An imperfect designation for an imperfect being who creates faults where none existed before. Wouldn't that loop it back around to being perfect?
You were saved, and in turn you went forth to save others.
You know, fun. Well, I certainly tried, but with how I look now, well, I look pretty demonic, right? Made things a bit difficult, but I did what I could. I survived on the fringes of everything, fixed things where I could, had to keep moving. Fell in with a wandering group of vagabonds. They thought highly of themselves, existing outside of the norms of society. Then there was me, desperate to be of help to anyone. They took me in. I did what I could here and there.
Betrayal was inevitable.
Yes. Seems you know what happened next. I helped them get an RV working, and the night before we were going to hit the road in it, they tried to get rid of me.
Admission of violence acknowledged. Verdict, self-defense. Continue.
Yes. Violence. What I did to them was... I won't speak of it. It makes me sick to think of it. But I realized something after that. When I was with them and they praised me for my work, I got a boost of energy from that. It mostly went away after that, but I still had a bit of residual, I don't know, charge from it.
Faith.
I realize that now. I figured it must be because of the angel. I got the ability to receive power from others' faith. Once I figured that out, I decided to take advantage of it. Worked my way south, where I knew of a sect of Satanists.
They saw you as the coming of the end.
They did, and I reveled in it.
You became their end.
Yes, as it turns out, I could not just passively receive faith, but actively take it. And I can take more than just that if I'm not careful.
The soul.
Thank you for the confirmation. I had a feeling that's what it was. It felt good. A little too good.
Your death. Speak of it.
Well deserved, honestly. After that, I fled, but word had gotten around amongst some of the true occult underground. Not those fakers selling crystals. I was hunted like the beast I had become. I fought back, but they knew what they were doing. I was no match.
And now you are here, in between, your fate in flux. Register your desire.
Well, I haven't been the best. I suspect I was a lot closer to being the worst. But if I had to ask for one thing, another chance, a fair chance to prove myself. I don't believe I was dealt a good hand. I don't want it all. Just well, better than what I got.
You exist outside of mortality, and yet are not divine. The rewards of mortals are beyond your grasp, and the punishments they receive are beyond ours to mete out to one such as you. Your existence will persist in purgatory. In this way, you might have your second chance. You will be granted permanence within the realm of the lost. You will be the Count of the Twilight Library, where all that humans forget accumulates. You will be its eternal guardian against the nothingness that approaches eternally but never arrives. You will guide the souls that find themselves there and grant them a chance to meet the gates that you will never see. This will be your atonement, your second chance, your reward and punishment eternal.
All of eternity to guide lost souls to a heaven I can never reach. It could be worse, I suppose. I'll take it. Give me your lost. Give me your faithless. Give me those who won't quite enough. I will take them all beneath wings of twilight, that they might create their own path to the gate.
So it shall be, as it always was, the fault in perfection healed, the paradox that is now and always was the truth.
One last thing before you send me on my way. You never did tell me who you were.
Judgment.
I suppose that's the best answer I'll receive. Farewell, Judgment.
Noblesse oblige. I pray for your continued service.
Well, this place is a bit of a fixer-upper, isn't it? I suppose we'll have to get to work. Hello, 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 my darling disciples. Welcome. I hope you all weren't too concerned. Thank you, Fallen Dark Angel 26 for the follow. And hello and welcome on in, Allison. Hello, 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 everyone. Time for sneak peeks. Oh, are you ready? Hello, new Akushi. But I'm the same as I always was. And always have been. As you can see, we're starting off quite dapper. Some very, very shiny shoes. Thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate it. Always keeping them nice and shiny. You all do such a good job. And oh, is that a coat? I think it might be a coat. Oh, what's that? My legs can move. How delightful. What did you do with him? With who? With me? Well, I'm right here. Oh, and what are those? What are those, do you think? Wings. Truly, flight is a blessing, is it not? As you can see, we have a much more formal appearance now. Gloves, because, you know, I wouldn't want to dirty my hands with cleaning this place up. Right. That would be terribly tragic. And you know what? Hold on. I have, right up here, there's a thing. I need to put on some tunes. There we go. Nice, relaxing music for a nice, relaxing stream. Long legs. You know, I've heard there's a spider called Daddy Long Legs. No relation, I promise you. And as you can see, I have a delightfully long coat as well. Very fancy. And my wings, aren't they beautiful? Aren't they amazing? And of course, the tie. Very important. With a proper clasp and everything. Am I not dapper? I do believe I'm very, very dapper. I don't know. What do you think? Is this too much? You know what? I do think it is. Hold on. Let's be a little more casual. Take off the coat. Is this better? A little less formal, you know. Well, how is it? You want the shiny? Well, I'm unfortunately, it's all mine. Are you ready to see my charming face? Hmm? Hmm? It would help if I hit the right thing. And I didn't tease you. I had to. You know I had to. Hello, 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 my darling disciples. Nothing can keep me down for long. And hello, Cheyenne, welcome on in. Looks very nice, amazing work. Yes, amazing work to my artist and rigger. Both absolutely fantastic. We'll get around to talking about them later. I will absolutely be making sure everyone gets the proper credit. Are you like a demon king? No. An artificial Nephilim is what judgment calls me. And you know what? I'll take his word on it. Oh. So, how do I look? Now, this is all rather ostentatious, but sometimes I need to go out incognito, as someone might say. So I'm able to hide my wings away as necessary. And if I have to, I can get rid of the horns and the halo. However, I look so vampiric when I'm like this. One might get a false impression. That's okay, though. Oh, let's bring my crown back. Favorite new Niji male? No association. Thank you. Oh. No. I would, rather not. Yes, fangs. I think, they work out pretty well. Oh. Now, love the halo crown. I do too. We'll talk about it later. And about why I wanted it to be this way. Are the wings soft? Delightfully so. Don't they look soft? I think they look soft. And they feel even softer. Is the crown bleeding? Yes. It did get stabbed after all. Not that my horn came away unscathed. You can see it is shattered. Pluck a feather. That hurts, you know. Why would you do that to me? Really? You would do that to me? You would just pluck one of my feathers like that? May I have a feather to use as a quill? You know what, JK? Just for you, I'll give you one of my shed feathers. Don't ask what I shed it because of. Oh, broken horn, ouch. Yes. It was very painful. Very, very painful. But that's okay. It wasn't so bad. The pain passes, as do most things. But me, I am eternal. Truly endless. We're here. I'm right here. New model is absolutely stunning. Thank you. I'm glad you all like it. This will be the model going forward. Here, you can have it in all its glory here. How do you like it? Pretty good, huh? Here, let me show off a little bit. I can be annoyed. I can be an even different annoyed. Or disgusted even. You can be afraid. Very, very afraid. Or angry. Very, very angry. Or not. Perhaps a little mischievous. Don't like it? You love it? Me too. I should hope so. It was quite the journey to get this. Quite the journey, one might say. Made me very smooth brain. Wee. All the eye changes, many eye changes, including... Ooh. If I can press the right thing, we're just gonna lock that into place. Hello, hello, hello. And some starry eyes. And sweating for awkward situations. I like it with this. So, as you can see, there have been some upgrades. He needs a nap. Look at those dark circles. The dark circles are here to stay. Nap or no, they're permanent. Not going anywhere. Let's see that pretty smile. I'm glad you like it. So, on to credits. So, my artist for this was none other than Lunifera. Let me actually bring up a thing here. Hold on. Let's get comfortable. Let's get comfortable. Let's settle down a little bit. One moment. I'll be right back. Let me settle in here. We're going to get comfortable. All right. There we go. Excellent. So, I know a lot of VTubers, they like to do slides. I'm not one for slides, never have been. So, you're going to have to make do with me dragging things on to the screen. And I'm getting... okay. Not important right now. I was worried it was an important text. Nope. Not even a little bit. Let's see. Here is the new reference sheet. As you can see, it is very large, very large, very large. Very large. One day, we will shrink it down. One day. There we go. So this is the new reference sheet provided by Lunifera, who also did all of the model art, all the cutting for it and everything. Well, I guess not really cutting. They drew it in layers. Excellent work. Fantastic work. I highly recommend them to anyone looking to get art done. They did a fantastic job. They have a long queue, but once the queue starts, you are their one and only focus. All the model art was done within 2 weeks. Absolutely fantastic. He's an old school type of guy, needs to get the files out. Yes. That is indeed how it is. What can I say? I'm traditional. So, let me actually link people here. Love the little cartoon version drinking coffee. Isn't he delightful? I love him. I won't lie. If I hadn't broke the bank a little bit with this, I probably would have asked Lunifera for a whole, series of stickers of that little guy. He looks so good. Absolutely fantastic. Let me get links here. I'm very organized, I promise. So. Let me Oh, that's very large. Oh my. Oh my. Select font. Size 256. That seems a little large. I think 72 will do. Excellent. So that's Lunifera. I found them on VGen, but you can also find them on Twitter, and I blocked the site for myself. I'm a genius. That's right. I blocked myself on Twitter on my day-to-day browser because it was becoming a problem. Unironically. So I have to use the other browser to go look at Twitter. Mildly exasperating, but it is what it is. So, if you want to find them, that's where you can find them. Absolutely fantastic work. Please do give them a follow over on X or VGen, whichever one you desire. And then, as for my rigger, who did a fantastic job, and quite quick too. Honestly, I was quite impressed. Great work at a reasonable price, and so quick. So quick. Honestly, I was terribly surprised that I was able to get the model in time for my birthday. It's not one of those things I would have expected, you know? Let me... Polos is the name of the fellow who got me my rigging done. And they also have a Twitter, or X, the site formerly known as Twitter, shall we say. There we go. And there's the credits up. But yes, I do rather like the new model. I think it is quite the upgrade. And this will be what we're using going forward, so... But yeah. And I'll make sure to have the new reference sheet and the fan art in the Discord so that if people want to use it to make fan art, they can. And yeah, that's about that. Now, let me pull up something here. We are going to yap a little bit about design choices. Because now that we have the model, I haven't been able to talk to anyone about all of the themes and everything, and everything that I wanted to go into this, and well, now you're all going to be subjected to it. If I can remember how to make an Excalibur drawing in Obsidian, that would be fantastic. Create new canvas, is that what I want? No. Do I not? Why is this not working? Why is nothing ever working when I want it to work? Did I never install Excalibur? Thought I had Excalibur installed on this version of Obsidian. Okay. Apparently I didn't. There we go. Excalibur, thank you. And we will do dark mode. Excellent. I swear to God my comments aren't showing up again. Oh no. That's not good. Well, that one showed up. YouTube has been very censor heavy, shall we say. There we go. Alright. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh. 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 One moment, please. One moment. That's selecting the wrong monitor. Very prepared. Always and forever. You know me. Always the epitome of prepared and put together. There we go. Okay. There we are. There we are. Much better, much better. Okay. I said something twice about going from a battery to this. Now they won't shut up. Now they're showing up. Okay. I couldn't tell you. Honestly, if I understood YouTube, I'd be in a much better spot than I am now with my channel. Oh, let's get comfortable with the coat off. All right. So, all right. I hope you're ready. So, let me actually pull up something else as well. So, actually, no, that's not too crazy. So the original, anyway, you've come a long way from a car battery. I really have. It was quite awkward being stuck in there. So, this was the new mood board for the model. So, this piece of art here is a piece of art that I commissioned that never got used for anything. I always intended to, but I kept looking at it and I kept not knowing what to use it for. So it ended up being the inspiration for a 2.0. I wanted to be more dapper, and I used, if you're familiar, Vesper Noir from Hollow Stars was a big inspiration design-wise. And obviously I found this suit online that I thought looked very good, and you can see there is quite heavy inspiration from that suit in the 2.0. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with Hibernate Renmei, but it is an anime that I absolutely adore. Absolutely adore. And one of the things from Hibernate Renmei is that there are angels. All the main characters are angels. They are born from cocoons that just appear one day. And they get wings, but most of them have pure white wings. But some of them have dark wings, inky black wings. And it's a whole thing. Anyways, you should watch the anime, but I took a lot of inspiration from that for my own wings, because the whole idea of the wings in Hibernate Renmei, they're the only ones who don't get to leave. Because all the angels, one day, they will ascend, they'll leave, they'll go beyond this wall. But all of the dark-winged angels stay behind and grow old and die. And they are the guardians of the new generations. It's a whole thing. And so I liked that idea, and so I wanted to have dark wings of my own. Did the chat die? Hold on. Feel like it broke again. No, it did not. Okay, good. All right. And then the halo. Obviously, I wanted to go more biblically accurate, right? But the other thing I wanted to do, as you can see, the horn pierced the halo, right? I liked the idea of the symbolizing the fight between good and evil within myself with a physicality. The halo being pierced, the pure halo being pierced by the profane horn. thought it was very symbolic. Because I don't know about you, but I struggle with being good. Every day. Every day. And as you can see, by Lunifera, right there. They did a fantastic job, didn't they? Absolutely love it. Brilliant idea, great symbolism. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I actually have my old mood boards here. Let me show you. Because this still is relevant to the character design, but, you know, it carried over from the old one. But this was the original mood board that for my original model. As you can see, I took a lot of inspiration from a variety of anime characters, most of them very tired and done with everyone's shit. But yes. So let me transition back here. Ooh, there we are. Excellent. Put that there. Appears the halo took some of the horns with it. It did. It did. I'm glad you noticed. Yes. Because nothing profane survives contact with the holy. I'm glad you saw it. Nephilim is eternally tired. I am eternally tired. Every now and again I wake up arrested. It's a fleeting thing. Yes, forever tired and a Nephilim. Both of these things. Let me bring out... We're gonna bring this back out again. It's so... Why is everything so big? That's what she said. There we go. The last cup of coffee cover art. Go stream last cup of coffee. After this. I worked very hard on it. And actually, on that note, I got some help with last cup with that. I had a talk with Coffee Run about mixing and mastering, and he taught me a lot about mastering music, and I applied it to this song, which is why it sounds better than my other covers, because I actually did things correctly when it comes to mixing and mastering. So yes. So that's why it sounded nice. Yes, it wasn't just my voice. I also made my voice sound a particular way. Turned out quite well, I think. But yes, this is the new look. This will be the new look going forward. And speaking of which, I mentioned that you weren't going to be getting any new ASMR until after this. Well, there was a reason for that. So, thumbnail. So, this is the thumbnail for a new ASMR. I will put it out later tonight. But the plan is to use the model for thumbnails going forward. So, expect that. Obviously, for the audio dramas, I'm going to be getting art done, but for ASMRs, we'll just be using the model art. So, I think that will work well because it's good compromise between having a character on the thumbnail and, you know, not having to commission art every time. Ah, yes, the birthday fan art. Let me take a look. Let's see. How am I going to do this? I suppose I will do it like this. So it looks like I got 2 pieces of birthday fan art. I believe that will work. Oh, and that's very large. This one is from Oncey. Thank you. I appreciate it. Very much so. And then I have another one. You're running out of screen real estate. I really am. I'm going to... You know what? The fan art can go over here. You're getting... Chat, you're getting covered a little bit. There we go. And then we have one more. This one is from Karasu. Thank you for the fan art. I really do appreciate it. Absolutely wonderful. I like the little music notes on the cape there. That's fantastic. Yes, rapidly running out of screen real estate, but that's all right. That's what the screen is for, to be filled up with joy and wonderful things, right? They're so good. They are absolutely wonderful. I appreciate all the fan art I get. It makes me very happy. And I will say, I'm looking forward to new fan art of the new design. I cannot wait to see what you all come up with. I love it every time. Speaking of art, I did not do new merch for the new design, but I want to. So, if you have ideas for something new, I was thinking about just doing the old Not a Cult thing, but with updated design, right? But, you know, I thought that might be boring. But if that's what you all want, then by all means, that is what I will do. But I thought maybe it would be fun if people wanted to submit sketches and or just descriptions of ideas of what they would want to see. Or not see. You know, if there's things that you don't want to see from merch. Or if you don't want new merch at all, if you don't care. Regardless, there will be a sale on the merch. And it will be going pretty much until I get newly designed merch. Oh, what's the code? There's a code. And I forgot it already. So organized, I promise. Promotions. There we go. That's what I thought. So you can use code AkuDebut for the next forever to get until, you know, I decide to change things around again. For 10% off your entire order if you decide to get merch. So, and it's pretty decent quality. Certainly not terrible. I would love to see something with the wings. I love the wings. Wing themed. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I think we could do something with that. But yes, this is really all I had planned. The only other thing I was thinking of doing is perhaps some karaoke, if you all want to hear me sing. But if you're all done with me and want me off the screen, I can leave. You know, it's not as though I have to stay and sing. I could just get going, do the rest of my day. Indeed, the We're Not a Cult stuff is up. I didn't know if you guys still wanted that. Maybe other items of the Horns Halo. My initial thought was to take the old non-occult design and have Sensory redo it, but with the new horn design, with the halo and everything. But I don't know. Maybe do the non-occult, but with the wings this time. It could work. What do you think? I think it could be pretty good. But anyways, if you have any ideas, put them in ideas and feedback in the Discord. I'd love to hear them. It's one of those things where I kind of tossed and turned on it for a while and ended up doing nothing because of it. Such is my way. I often do this. I just get so caught up in the ideas and end up doing nothing, paralyzed. Yes. I'm sure I'll come up with something. Eventually. Decision paralysis is so difficult. It is. It is. Speaking of decision paralysis, one of the things I've been thinking about for the last while is like, how do I want to continue posting content, blah, 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 blah. You know, background stuff. I was thinking about making a new channel, putting certain things on that channel and other things on this channel, and maybe moving the streaming to a different channel, and I decided not to. I still might make a new channel, but that's for the future. That's for future Akushi. Because right now I wouldn't have anything for it, so I'm not going to make a channel when I don't have anything to put on it. Right? So, for now it'll be just the same two. Serenade us, so demanding. I suppose I could sing. If you really want me to stick around and sing, I suppose I could. And look at that. The BGM just ended a song. Perfect, 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 perfect. Let me see. Let's go searching for some karaoke. And actually, I know exactly what I want to start with. This is the moment. This is the day. Oh, hold on. I thought it highlighted the first two, lines and then refuse to highlight the... My goodness, one moment, please. While I find a suitable karaoke. It's like, if you're not gonna highlight the lines, then just not highlight the lines. There we go. All sorts of scuff. As is the usual. This is the moment. This is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now, today. This is the moment, this is the time, when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds. This day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all. I didn't take a deep enough breath at the end. That's okay. What I wanted to do... can you pause? Thank you. What I wanted to do was have a cover of that ready. Also, I wanted to have reverb on, but whatever. But that was This Is the Moment from the Jekyll and Hyde musical. Very good song. Absolutely lovely. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let's see. Let's do... It did autoplay into a very neat song that I think is rather fitting. However, let's do a classic that we've done many times before, that I know you all love so much. Oh, and this time I have reverb. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked through the mine, loaded 16 tons, a number 9 coal, when the strong boss said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble, my middle name. I was raising the canebrake by on mama line. Get no heights on woman, make me walk the line. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron, the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. And that was 16 Tons, as made popular by Tennessee Ernie Ford. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I know I did. Always do. Let's see, what else would be good? Yes, actually the thing we auto-played into before would be fantastic. Be absolutely wonderful. Let's see. You all might recognize this one as well. I've sung it before, and I'll sing it again because I like it. Whether you want me to or not. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Hold on. I just realized this is the one with backing vocals, and I don't want that one. There we go. Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer, I have died every day, waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. One step closer. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Love that song. So good. So good. 1,000 Years by Christina Perry. Whoop. Well, the autoplay has decided what we're singing next. And you know what? Let's just roll with it, shall we? When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now.
Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. When the marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. When marimbas start to play, hold me close, make me sway. Like an ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. And that was Sway by Michael Bublé. Hello, Dadnot. Welcome on in. The stream is going fantastic. As you can see, I have a brand new face. And I rather like it. Sales on the merch, new cover dropped, all sorts of things. Fan art. Honestly, it's been lovely. Absolutely lovely. And now we're having a bit of a treat. We're doing some singing, a little bit of karaoke. Who doesn't love a little bit of karaoke? Now, one moment, I need a sip. Isn't it fantastic? Oh. Let me show you. I currently have my coat off. I also have a coat. But it's a little warm today, so we're leaving the coat off. It's also a little less formal. You know what I mean? Gotta show off a little bit. I did spend way too much money on this, to be perfectly honest. I've previously stated how much I would probably be spending on a 2.0, and let me tell you, the number was just about accurate. I won't say it now for shame of how much I spent, but it was a lot. Let's do something a little less serious. Black Butler. You know what? I had thought, as it was coming together, that it did look a little bit like, what's his name? Sebastian, I do believe, from Black Butler. Is that the butler from Black Butler? Hold on. Black Butler. Let's see. Let's see. I need a list of characters. Characters, please. It's not telling me characters. Sebastian Michaelis. Yes, that's the one. Considering I'm back from the card convention, I understand completely spending too much. Yes, I can imagine.
Conventions are pricey. It's so easy to just take out your wallet and buy another thing, isn't it? Too easy. Alright, with that, I can't be serious anymore. We have to do something lighthearted to get my mind off of all the money I spent.
Her name is Noelle. I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. I got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in Cads and tube socks. But she doesn't know who I am. And she doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh. Her boyfriend's a dick, and he brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block, and he drives an IROC, but he doesn't know who I am. And he doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. And I feel like more. It's prom night and I am lonely, lo and behold. She's walking over to me, this must be fake. My lips start to shake. How does she know who I am? And why does she give a damn about? I got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby, like you. Ooh. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing.
I hope you liked it. I always love doing that one. Teenage Dirtbag by Weedus. The difference in the voice cracks me up every time. It's called having a range. And range I do have. So I've been told. Yeah, not to brag. Okay, to brag a little bit. I think I'm allowed, now and again, to be a little proud. Hardly a sin to indulge now and again. Let's sing something a little more sedate, shall we? Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. I really need to spend some time learning some new songs. I haven't been doing it as of late. Terribly lazy of me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you. What a delightful song. Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. All right. Let's see. Actually, let's interrupt this for a moment. I have more to show off and announce. I totally forgot. I have more streams coming up. I put it in the Discord as well. But let me go grab it. Turn off the reverb for a moment. Spare you all that. If I can find the darn thing. There we are. I know your music teacher is leaving soon. How much longer do you have with her? We already had our last lesson. Tomorrow evening, I am doing a recital. Oh, that's rather large. Everything's just such a large canvas. So, schedule. I'm doing streams. Might be, we'll make it a little larger here. There we go. So Sunday, all day, Hogwarts Legacy. I will start at 11 or whenever I'm ready, whichever happens first. And then Monday, we'll start yapping at 11, and then JK, Himawari, and Trob, the Purple Grape, will be joining us for some 100% orange juice. A game that I'm not too sure how to play, but I played it once a long time ago when it first came out with some friends. They invited me and didn't tell me how to play at all, and I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So I'm hoping that they can teach me how to play. Schedule. Yes, a schedule. I have enough streams that I felt like I needed to do a schedule. Yes. JK. I will be playing with JK. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm not sure. At least one day will probably be devoted to finishing Hogwarts Legacy if I don't finish it on Sunday. The other day, I am waiting on input from other people who have not gotten back to me about when they want to do things. Anyways, I'm not upset at all. Not at all. They're lovely. And I tolerate the inability to plan things because I adore them. But I'll put that up in the Discord, and I'll also make lobbies in the on the YouTube so that people can keep track of when things are going to be. I'll do that all after stream. I have a lot of work to do after stream. I also have to record something for someone else at some point. I think it's like, what, 60 lines or so? For a roleplay ASMR for someone else. It's a very long one. There's like 5 of us in it. It's one of those ones where there is a character who's the listener, but there's 5 voice actors. I think it's fairly well executed, but I think I would prefer if the listener character was just voiced, but that's just my preference. I won't be critical because it is well written. And the person who's doing it is fantastic. I'll advertise it whenever it's done and out. It'll also probably just end up in your subscription feeds, since I do think we're gonna do the collaboration thing. Fantastic. Yes. And everyone who is involved is a fantastic VA. Absolutely talented. Every last one of them. I'm looking forward to it. Let me see. You know what? I haven't sung this one in quite a while, and it's a bit of a longer one. So we'll see how long I last, but I think you all will like this a lot. If it'll load. Sinking. Long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the
Bible tells you so. Now do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc and buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy through the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old balls were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our roll, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be, when the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, in a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned. And while Lenin read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy through the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter-skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter. 8 miles high and falling fast. They landed foul on the grass. Players tried for a forward pass, with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume, while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? We start singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. He was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy through the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken. And the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. They were singing, bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing, bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. Whew. That was American Pie by Don McLean. An absolute American classic. Lovely song. Whew. And quite the marathon, let me tell you. I'm glad you think so, Oncey. Have you decided on a movie for tomorrow? Oh. Oh no. Oh shit. I'm going to have to cancel movie night. I hadn't thought about that. All right, Dadnot, thanks for dropping by. I'll see you around. I'm going to have to cancel movie night because I have a recital to attend. Let me go ahead and fix that. I do apologize. I should have mentioned something sooner. I wasn't thinking about it. There we go. No movie watch day. I'm so sorry. I hadn't thought about it. I have a real life recital to go to, and I have to go. I am the first person performing, and we're also all doing a song at the end. So I have to stay the whole time. Otherwise, my singing teacher will be very mad at me. And I wouldn't want to do that. Oh, my sister sent me a happy birthday text. Excellent. Hold on, I have to respond to that. Thank you. I had a feeling after you announced the Sunday stream and recital. Yes, yeah, my apologies. Thank you for reminding me. Sorry. My music teacher sent me a text as well. The recital is super long because half of other music teacher students are doing multiple pieces. How would you feel about just doing a shorter version of your song? And I responded with, I mean, clearly this means I need to do 2 songs. We'll see how she reacts to that. I think she's going She's not going to take that sass well. Oh. Oh. Oh, I do believe she responded already. Oh, no. Here's my sister. There we go. I would love to see that recital. I'm sure you would. I'm actually, my singing teacher offered to record it, but I was like, no, it's special because it won't be recorded. So, if someone ends up recording it and sends me a copy, so be it, but I have no intention of having it recorded for my own sake. It's one of those things where because it's not recorded, that makes it more special. You know what I mean? I haven't done this song in a minute. Let's do this. I like this song. Oh, that is loud. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La 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 diddy da, la 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 diddy da da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la 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 diddy da, la 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 diddy da da da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, where we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la 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 diddy da, la 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 diddy da da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. And that was Piano Man by Billy Joel. Another classic. Another classic. Haven't sung it in a while. Oh, haven't sung it in a while. That might be something that... no, I don't want to sing the exact same song again. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube, for recommending me a different version of Piano Man by Billy Joel. Very wonderful. Fantastic. All right. I think I have 2 more songs in me, maybe. I saw Billy Joel in concert in Charlotte, and he could sing, play the piano, and play the harmonic. Right. Isn't he so talented? Absolutely fantastic. Any requests for songs? I may or may not be able to fulfill them, but I will try. If anybody wants to hear something in particular, I reserve the last song for myself, but I will allow you all to try and pick the next one. I'm glad you think so, Wansi. Thank you so much. Any thoughts on songs? I'll give you all a moment. Gives me a moment to recover. Have a sip, a little drink. Yesterday? Okay. Also, I don't know why, but your comments keep repeating, Kamon. I assume that's just a technical difficulty. Goodness knows I've had plenty of my own. Let's see. We can do yesterday. Yesterday is a great one. Well, all right. That's 2 votes for yesterday, and that's good enough for me. Let's do yesterday. There we go. You already sing my usual request. True, I did. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yesterday,
Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why she had to go, I don't know, and she wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
What a good one. YouTube is just really wonky today. They have been... Lately, I think they've been adjusting some of their moderation. And I don't know if there's a setting Actually, let me take a look. Give me a little bit of a break. I wonder if there's a setting I can toggle that will make things a little less, I don't know, draconian. No. I don't see anything. No, I don't see any options, but that's okay. It is what it is. And what it is kind of shit. Alright, well then. One last song. And of course, it's closing time. Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go back to the places you will be from. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters come. So gather up your jackets, move it to the exits. I hope you have found a friend. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Yeah, I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. That was closing time in the style of Semisonic. Until next time, which will be tomorrow, I hope to see you there. Thank you very much. Expect an ASMR for channel members later. It will be released to everyone a week after, as per the usual. Go listen to Last Cup of Coffee, and until tomorrow. Bye.